We're very, very focused on the user experience and customer experience.
Yeah.
So we want the best partners. End of. It's not, and when I say partners, I'd note the S. So, even in one corridor, we don't just have one partner because of the markets we're operating in. We're serving some of the largest development agencies on the planet, the FinTechs, the banks. So we're pumping in a lot of volume into some very challenging markets. So we need reliability, we need contingency, capacity, and so on. And that doesn't necessarily always come from the most obvious places. We've worked in some markets. We go into the markets and do a lot of really quite intensive due diligence on our partners and how we collaborate with them. A bank, I think one of the strengths of a bank is that they manage risk, and it should be managing risk. They have processes and structure to their approach. And we've used those skill sets really to make sure our network is the best possible. And it's not necessarily the biggest bank in that market. It might be an unknown name, but they've got better tech, better reliability, and so on. And we kind of augment that depending on whether we're looking for liquidity for foreign exchange or whether we're looking for robust scale on the payout side. And then moving on from that, I guess, to kind of answer the original question, we're a bank to bank in the examples I've just provided, but we're also bank to enabling FinTech, and its partnerships like with Banking Circle is a really good example where we're again looking for best in class, digital native, scale, reliability. And then, there's a whole host of other examples, but I'll maybe talk about those later.
When we talk about trust in a partnership, right? I think there are many aspects, and I'm sure people here will probably agree that trust is built over a period of time, right? Probably throughout different events, different instances, different situations that we work together, right? I think that the product and the partnership has its own cycle, right? And then taking my experience about TPRM, right? And this cycle will be from the initial planning and then to onboarding, and then to the continuous evaluation of that partnership. And the heavy duty work is going to be done at a stage of planning and onboarding. And as we know, there are a lot of approvals we need to go through, due diligence for either compliance, KYC, or legal framework. In addition, we probably would be looking into credit risk or reputational risk or any other risk that can potentially put our bank in danger, right? So those are all important to us, and by going through those due diligence work, right? That's when you started to understand your partner and then started to build that trust, right? That's kind of just the beginning, right? And once those are satisfied, and then we again moving into those product quality that I talk about, about for instance the cross-border payment. We talk about faster and lower costs and easier for our customer to experience and scaling the business.
We firstly established Banking Circle as a non-competitor to the bank because we are not touching their corporate clients, we're not touching their consumer clients, their merchants and so on. We want to be a partner. So everything we do is a question of partnering with another bank. A good example of that is that the virtual account solution, which we fundamentally talk a little bit around and on today, is a consequence of a meeting with a factual client in Denmark who actually came with some ideas and prompted to us, why don't you do this? And on the way back in the car from that part in Denmark to Hamburg airport, the idea was actually born. And within less than a year, we were live with the first virtual accounts clients. Yeah. And from there on, it has only evolved. And I think that is his trust in us, because he was the first one live on this solution. And this is the factual trust he put in us that we did it. And we can now listen to clients, and we constantly follow the demands of the clients. We're not that interested in what other people think about what's going to happen. We want to listen to what the clients ask us to do. And that demand comes from whatever happens in the market, the new economy, the regulations, the de-risking, initiatives coming, ISO 20022 or GPI, all these things. So for us, it's a question of putting all that into the melting pot, and then out of that pull the solution, the abilities. Because if we just continue do the good old bank-to-bank correspondent banking, we're not getting anywhere. Then the economy moves away from the banks. So our wish, our desire is to sit together with the banks and become that partner. And we have now proven it time and time again that, amongst others, with the ability to offer the virtual account solutions, most of the banks can continue to do their clients in core markets.